In the ongoing series of emotional intelligence, we are talking on social awareness. So let's dwell into a deep characteristics of the social awareness. It includes the various skills that help people understand, connected with them and respond to the emotions and the perspectives of the others. Now these kind of skills allow us for a better relationship, deepening the relationship, better communication, effective communication, creating positive and inclusive environment. So there are certain important things which have to be kept in mind for this kind of social awareness characteristics. The first is the empathy, which means you are able to understand what someone is feeling. Empathy allows us to put in ourselves into their shoes and experience what they are going through. Empathy will help us create and care and support for others, especially during the challenging times. Empathy is not just the feeling that is feeling sorry for someone, it's about understanding their emotions and responding in a way that makes them feel heard and valued. And also, when you talk about active listening, it also helps playing a very vital role because certain kind of verbal cues, facial expressions, body language, with this you can help them that you are with them. Active listening means more than listening while they speak, but instead of listening in a way what implies you are truly paying attention and interested in what they are saying. People feel respected and valued when they listen. This improves the communication as well as prevents the misunderstandings by nodding the head, by being a part of their conversation, repeating what they are saying, maintaining an eye contact, etc. So now behaving in a culturally effective manner is also very, very important. And the next aspect, the next characteristics what we are going to discuss about the social awareness is the conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is a skill of handling the disagreements very calmly and reasonably. It involves understanding both sides of an issue, helping people find a solution what works for them and what works for everyone. Now, conflict resolution isn't about winning an argument, it's about solving a problem in a way that respects everyone's feelings and also the needs. And how it helps? It prevents some minor issues from turning into a big fight and helps maintaining the peace in the relationships. Now there are two classmates like arguing about and how they are going to divide the project task. That is the division of work in a project. You step into and listen to both sides. Suggest a very fair way to split the work, helping them resolve their issues. A family argued the breakup and the breakouts about the weekend plans. You allow everyone to share their options, opinions, and help to group agree on a particular plan that works for everyone. So this conflict resolution builds the trust and creates a very positive relationship atmosphere where everyone feels respected. The next aspect is your emotional regulation. Emotional regulation means managing your emotions, especially in the challenging situation. It helps you stay calm, respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Now, what it means, emotional regulation doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It means understanding them and choosing how it expresses them healthily. How it helps? It keeps the conversation respectful and prevents the misunderstandings or arguments from escalating. Let's illustrate here with an example. A teammate criticizes your ideas during a discussion. Instead of getting defensive about it, you take a moment to understand their viewpoint and respectfully respond them very, very calmly. During a stressful group project, you notice that the frustration is building up. You stay composed, encourage the collaboration, support taking breaks to ease the tension. So, the emotional regulation ensures that the interactions stay positive and productive even in the difficult moments. The characteristics of the social awareness, empathy, and active listening. Culturally sensitive conflict resolution and emotional regulation are very essential for building the meaningful relationship and fostering a positive environment. Practicing these skills help us connect with others, communicate more effectively, handle the challenges with care and understanding. Developing the social awareness can also create a stronger bonds, avoid unnecessary conflicts and contribute to a more inclusive and the harmonious world. Social awareness is very crucial skill that helps us understand and connect with others. It is built on the several essential components, each very critical in improving the relationship and creating a very positive environment. Let's explore these components in detail. The first is understanding the other's perspective. Understanding the other's perspective means seeing the world through their eyes. It involves being open to the different opinions, beliefs, and experiences, even if they differ from yours. This helps building the respect and also the understanding. Everyone has a unique life experiences that shape their thoughts and behavior. You can very well understand this better by their feelings and ideas by active listening and considering their perspectives. Why it is important? It reduces the misunderstanding, builds the respect, and helps in finding a common ground. Like example number 1, during a group project, one person prefers to plan every step while another wants to start with the creative ideas. Instead of arguing, you suggest combining both approaches to balance planning and also the creativity. Example number 2, a friend is upset because they did not attend a party. Even if you think it's not a deal, you listen and try to understand why they feel left out. Understanding the other's perspective helps create a stronger connections, ensures everyone feels valued and also respected. The empathy in action. Empathy in action is about more than just understanding someone. It means showing your care by taking steps to help or support them very meaningfully. Now, what it means? Emotionally involves recognized someone's emotions and also doing something to make them feel better or lightened their load. Why it's important? It strengthens the relationship, builds the trust and shows others that they are not alone in their journey. Now, it is very important for the core components of the social awareness to be illustrated with the help of 2 examples. The first is, a classmate is feeling overwhelmed by an upcoming exam. You offer to study together or probably share some notes to help them prepare. Example number 2, a colleague is very stressed about meeting a deadline. So, you volunteer to help with some task or reassure them that they are doing their job very correctly and nicely and in time will encourage them. Empathy in action turns understanding into a very meaningful gestures, making others feel very cared for and supported. Sensitivity to the social cues. Sensitivity to the social cues means being able to pick up on the non-verbal signals like body language, facial expressions, and the tone of voices. Now, these subtle signals, which are often revealed how someone feels, but they also don't say it directly. So, what it means? That the social cues provide the cues about what someone might be experiencing emotionally. So, by noticing these deep signs, you can respond to them very thoughtfully. Now, recognizing the social cues helps avoid misunderstandings, make the communication very smoother. So, like during a conversation, a friend avoids an eye contact, crosses their arms, speaks in a very quiet signs and asks gently, "Is everything okay? You seem a little upset." So, in a group discussion, a teammate fidgets and looks very uncomfortable. So, you pause to ask if they are listening to their thoughts and share their inputs is valued. So, being sensitive to the social cues help you respond in a way that make others feel very understood, supported, and even without the words. The next is your compassion. Compassion goes one step beyond the empathy. It involves taking the proactive steps to help someone in a need or make them improve their situation, caring enough to act. Now, compassion is about recognizing someone and doing something to support them, no matter how small the effort is. So, compassion, strength, communities builds the relationship and inspire the kindness in the others. Let's illustrate with the help of an example. You notice a classmate struggling to keep up with the lessons because they are about it. So you offer or share your notes and explain the topic to help them catch up. A neighbor is having needs, help their errands. So you volunteer to pick up the groceries for them and help with a smaller task. You can join a local charity to organize a food drive for a needy family, caring for your community. The compassion transforms understanding into action, making a real difference in the people and fostering a sense of connection and support. Why these components matter? Now, understanding others and helping them with the respect and reduces the conflict. Empathy in action turns the feelings into a very meaningful gestures that strengthens the relationship. Sensitivity to the social cues help you navigate emotions and respond effectively. Compassion creates a positive ripple effect by inspiring the kindness and also the support. So, the core components of the social awareness, what we have discussed, is understanding others' perspective, empathy in the action, sensitivity to the social cues, compassion. They all help in connecting with the people in a more meaningful way, skillful way, making and navigating the social interactions very, very easy. Building also the strong relationships and creating a very supportive and inclusive environment. By practicing these components, you can make a positive difference in your own life and make it in the important for the others. Now let's dwell into the advantages of the social awareness. Social awareness is a powerful skill that can improve the way who act with others and handle the various situations. It provides the several benefits in both the professional settings, helping to build and also communicate effectively and create the inclusive environment. So let's explore the advantages. The first is your improved relationships. Social awareness helps us building the trust and create a stronger relationship bonds with the people by understanding and respecting others' emotions. So we can develop a deeper connections in both personal and also the professional life. Now what it means? Being socially aware allows us to notice when someone needs support and respond with the kindness and care, which start strengthening relationships. A friend is feeling upset about a disagreement with someone, so you can listen to their concerns without interrupting and offer understanding rather than judgment. This thoughtful action deepens your friendship and also builds the trust. Improved relationship make personal and the professional life more fulfilling and harmonious. Enhanced communication. Social awareness helps us communicate more effectively by reducing the misunderstanding and promoting the clarity. It allows us to recognize the social cues and adjust our tone or the words to suit the situation. Now, what it means? Good communication involves understanding others, persons, and ensuring your message is very clear and respectful. Now, during a stressful situation at work, instead of raising your voice, you can use a calm and a steady tone to explain your concerns. This helps keep the conversation very productive and avoids unnecessary conflict. Enhanced communication makes the conversation very smoother and also very meaningful. Conflict resolution skills. The social awareness enables us to handle the disputes very effectively by fostering an open dialogue and understanding. It helps us finding a solution that satisfies everyone who is involved. Resolving conflicts requires listening to all sides and addressing the roots of the problem without taking sides. There are two classmates to argue over how they split a group project. You step in, listen to both sides, suggest a fair way, divide the work. This approach resolves an issue and ensures a harmony within the group. Conflict resolution skills creates a very positive environment, atmosphere and strengthens the relationship by addressing the problems more constructively. Inclusivity. Social awareness promotes diversity and ensures that everyone feels valued and included. It ensures a respect for the different perspectives and fosters a sense of belongingness. Now, what it means? Inclusivity means recognizing and appreciating the unique strength, ideas, and the backgrounds everyone in a group everywhere. Like, for example, you are doing a, your members are very quieter, they are not sharing their thoughts. So, by inviting during a team activity their inputs will make a magical approach, will make a magical effect. You create an environment where everyone feels encouraged to participate. So, inclusivity strengthens the team and makes the interaction more enriching and also very, very rewarding. The leadership development is another advantage of the social awareness. Social awareness leaders can inspire and motivate others by understanding their team members' needs and concerns. Leading with empathy and respect builds the trust and encourages the collaboration. What it means? Leadership rooted in the social awareness involves supporting team members emotionally and recognizing their contributions. A manager notices that an employee is struggling with a heavy workload. By adjusting their task or offering help, the manager demonstrates a care and ensures the team members productive and satisfied. So, this leadership with a social awareness, it fosters the loyalty, teamwork, and also the success. So, we have seen as of now the advantages of the social awareness, some improving of the relationship, enhanced communication, conflict resolution, inclusivity and leadership, and makes it very essential skill for the personal growth and also the success. So, by practicing these social awareness, we can build actually a very strong connection, create inclusive environment, handle the challenges with empathy, understanding. So, these benefits not only will improve your own lives, but also the positivity and the positive impact which is around us. The social awareness is a valuable skill. It can create something, to prevent the present challenge. Now, these challenges they offer include managing emotions, managing personal boundaries, interpreting the social cues very, very accurately. So, now we will be discussing certain limitations in a very clear way. Now, when you talk about the challenges and also the limitations, what the social awareness is offering, the first and the foremost what we are going to discuss is overcoming emotional overload. Now, being socially aware often means being attuned to others' emotions, which can sometimes become overwhelming. Constantly empathizing with others may leave you emotionally drained, especially when dealing with the negative and the tense emotions. Now, what it means? Emotional overload happens when you can absorb too much of others' feelings, making it very difficult to focus on your own well-being. Now, how to manage it? Practice self-care by taking the breaks to recharge emotionally. Remind yourself that you cannot solve every problem for someone. Set aside time to reflect on your emotions and needs. Now, let's illustrate with an example. if a friend shares their struggles repeatedly, and it's okay to support them while also taking time for your own self to relax and also de stress. Balancing the empathy with the self care is also very, very important. It also ensures that you continue to support others without feeling overwhelmed, overloaded with the emotions. The second is your setting the boundaries. Helping others is very essential, but overcommitting can also lead to some burnouts. Socially aware individuals may find it hard to say no, but when someone asks for the help, even if it affects their own well being. So, you need to set your boundaries, involve knowing when to step back, prioritize your own needs without feeling guilty. Now, how to manage it? Politely decline the request if you are already stretched thin. Communicate very clearly about what you can and what you cannot do. Remember that taking care of your own self will help you support others better in a long run. Let's illustrate here with an example. A co-worker will ask for your help on a project, but you have a heavy workload. So instead of agreeing, you kindly explain, I would love to help you, but I need to finish my own task first. Maybe I can assist you later. So this kind of setting of the boundaries will allow you to help others also without sacrificing your own mental and the emotional health. The third is addressing the misinterpretation of the social cues. Now, interpreting the social cues like the body language, the tone of the voice, it's a kind of a part of the social awareness, but these signals can sometimes be very unclear or misunderstood. So, over analyzing the interactions may lead to some unnecessary skills and also the confusion. Now, misreading a social cue can lead to incorrect assumptions about how someone feels or what they need. How we can improve it? You can ask, clarify a question instead of assuming, because assumptions can lead to ambiguities. It is better to clarify the question instead of any kind of assumptions what you make and cook in your mind. Avoid overthinking or overanalyzing the interactions. So, accept that people may express emotions differently, and it's okay to not always be correct and to always not be right. Like, a friend seems very quiet during a conversation. So instead of assuming they are upset with you and you ask, you seem very quieter than usual, everything okay? So this approach will clear up any kind of a misunderstanding and shows the care very, very clearly. So by seeking the clarity and by staying calm, you can address very potential misinterpretations and also communicate more effectively. So we have discussed here that the challenges of the social awareness, emotional overload, setting of your boundaries, misinterpreting any kind of a social cue are manageable. And of course, you have to adopt the right strategies in this regard. So, by practicing a self care, setting the limits, communicating openly, you can maintain a balance while supporting others very, very effectively. Recognizing these limitations and addressing them thoughtfully ensures that the social awareness remains a strength rather than also a burden. Now, developing these social awareness is about building the skills that will help you understand and connect with others better. By practicing some specific strategies, you can improve your ability to recognize emotions, their others' perspectives, the social cues, and making a right interactions more meaningful and more respectful. So, we are now going to discuss the effective ways to enhance the social awareness. The first is recognizing the non-verbal cues. The non-verbal cues like the body language, facial expression, tone of the voice often reveal how someone feels even if they don't ask it outrightly. Paying attention to those signals will help you respond appropriately. Observing the gestures, postures, and the tone to better understand someone's emotions or the state of mind. Now, watch for the changes in the body language like crossed arms or the slouched shoulders, while might indicate the discomfort or the sadness. Notice the facial expressions to gauge whether someone is happy, worried, or frustrated. Let's take an example. A teammate avoids the eye contact, speaks softly during a discussion. Recognizing these signs, you gently ask if you are feeling okay, showing a care. Recognizing the non-verbal cues makes it easier to understand others even without the words. Asking the open questions and clarifying the questions is also very important and going to effectively make the conversation better. Can you tell me about that? How did that make you feel? So these kind of close open-ended questions will help them a friendly conversation. Was it important for you to go into that, or you could have avoided it? So this kind of a personal conversation would have helped. The role playing exercises is also a great way to participate empathy and understanding. It also helps you imagine being in someone else's role and helping others in their perspectives. So, all these things and journalizing to reflect your conversations is also very important. Promoting the cultural sensitivity, and all these things will help you practice these aspects very, very effectively. Thank you very much.